think that's because it is almost St. Patrick's Day, and you know, what better way to celebrate than to bring out our next guest. She happens to be bringing her Irish good looks and her fantastic acting skills into our living rooms now. I don't believe this. For like 20 years? It doesn't seem possible because she looks like she's in her 20s. Please take a look at her in action.
This is where I had my first little Potter. I was in 10th grade and he was in 11th.
And did you break his heart?
Actually, I think I did.
Of course you did. The first in a long line, I've no doubt.
No, there haven't been that many. I know what I want, and I'm willing to wait.
Are you still waiting?
Just kiss me.
Please welcome back to our show the beautiful Dana Delaney. And in the beautiful Irish sweater.
Green, yes.
Sporting your green?
Yes.
That was a very hot
Jamie
scene.
Bammerman, he's hot.
I mean, in that sexy, low-register voice.
I know. I like the accent.
Not a tough day at the office.
No, not at all.
So St. Patty's is coming up this weekend.
Yes.
You're Irish 100%?
Half English, half Irish, hence the warring side within me.
Well, how are you? Well, who's going to win the war for St. Patty's? I hope the Irish.
Definitely the Irish. They're much more fun.
Do you have a big family celebration on St. Patty's? Or?
No, not really. You know, I don't like to give the Irish a bad name with the whole drinking thing, but I do raise a couple pints.
That's my girl. I hope not the green. I wonder if it's green on the way out, too. I've always wondered that. I know, right? Drinking up the green beer. I digress. So your grandfather, you know, I've heard you chat about this before. You're second generation, right?
Yes. Well, I guess I'm third because my grandfather was born here.
Oh, yeah. He was born here.
He was born in 1885 here. Yeah.
Is he the one that came up with the...
My great-grandfather, his father, came over in the potato famine from Ireland and was a plumber on the Lower East Side and decided to better himself, and he invented this little valve that was used for the toilet and invented this flush valve and then opened a factory in Brooklyn.
And so we all owe our indoor plumbing to the Delaney Flush Factor.
We helped. We helped.
Thank you. Thank you.
Certainly. I think that Thomas Crapper had more to do with it.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
The Crapper family and the Delaney.
Yes.
So you recently went to Ireland?
I was just in Ireland 2 weeks ago. Yes. I went to Dublin. I presented at the IFTA Awards, which is their Irish Academy Awards. Yes. Yeah. I gave Best Supporting Actor to Chris O'Dowd, the guy from Bridesmaids.
Oh,
yes. Wasn't that good?
Oh, I love Bridesmaids. It was so much fun.
I had so much fun there. I did not want to leave. I'd like to work in Ireland.
Do you have a favorite pick for us if anybody's traveling to Dublin?
I had a great meal at the Winding Staircase.
Oh, that even sounds...
Yes, doesn't it? And you walk up these little rickety stairs, and it's all farm, you know, to table thing. Yeah, they have really good food in Dublin now. Really good.
Yeah, you know, we were talking about that at the top of the show with the Irish chef that joined us today. It really does get a really bad rap, Irish and English cuisine.
Well, it was pretty bad for a while.
But it is so
now
much
it's
today.
Good. No, now it's good.
About the farm to table.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and they're very proud of it too.
And you know, it's got a lot of depth to it. You know. Yeah. We're here to straighten that out before the weekend, anyway. So you know, in Desperate Housewives, of course, everybody knows is in their final season. I know you originally were asked to do Brie, but you ended up her arch nemesis.
Kind of.
We
were frenemies.
Frenemies,
yes,
exactly.
Frenemies.
Are you going to be a part of the end of Wisteria Lane?
I hope to be. Mark Cherry and I have talked about it, and things are always very frenetic over on the lane. You know, they're kind of writing up to the last minute, so I'm hoping to be in the final episode. So
we hope so as well.
Yeah, me too.
You know, we've chatted about Body of Proof before. I mean, this is a hard, it gets a little, it's not like a gore fest or anything, but I mean, it does get graphic.
Yes,
from time to time. How many actual, like, human cadavers have you been around? Any?
I've participated in 4 autopsies, for real. Yeah.
You got the guts,
It's
girl.
cool. I literally have the guts.
That's right. Okay, it's cool, and you made it through, but does it smell? Like, have they gotten any
I
better?
think it's a really good question. Nobody has asked me that one before. Before they're opened, they don't smell. I mean, everybody's different because it depends on how they died, of course.
Right.
But the person who died of, you know, relatively natural causes don't until you make the Y incision. And
then...
well, it's just, I don't want to gross anybody out, but it's just
please do.
It's just what you would imagine that when you get by the bladder, it smells like a bathroom.
I gotcha.
You know, that area would smell like that. You know, or
that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Right.
So it's whatever makes sense.
You know, I've said on this show a lot, usually during our cooking segments, that they have HD, but I'm waiting for smell-o-vision. I think I'm going to take that back. You guys don't use actual human parts, though, right?
No, we use animal parts.
Now, does that smell too?
They can definitely smell. Pig hearts. I did an autopsy on a rat. We have intestines from different, you know, sheeps, things like that. Yeah.
Okay, now I think I would be better around the animal parts, obviously, because of what I do for a living.
Yeah.
But who's the most squeamish, do you think, on your set? It's definitely not you if you've watched human autopsies.
No. Nick Bishop, the guy who plays Peter Dunlap, my assistant.
Have you ever, like, thrown a part at him? Oh, yes.
He actually came to one of the autopsies when we were shooting in Rhode Island, and the poor guy was... Big mistake. He was hungover, which was not a good thing to be. And he came with his Starbucks in his hand, thinking it would help. And I see him, you know, he's looking, and I see him slowly back away from the table.
I love that, though, that the guy's the squeamish one.
Yeah, Jerry Ryan and I both like it. We both really like it. We're both kind of nerdy that way.
I like the creepy stuff, too, I gotta say. So we thought, in honor of St. Patrick's Day and the fact that Dana, of course, has a show called Body of Proof, that we'd drop the F and turn it into a game called Body O Proof.
Can I say, you'll love this that I said this. I have a Twitter follower who calls himself BuddyDay1final. So I got to give him a little shout out.
He's going to especially love this segment. Body of Proof, the show, airs Tuesdays, of course, at 10 on ABC. Body O Proof, that we'll be playing for Buddy and your enjoyment right after this, is coming up. Come on back.